Radhe Radhe everybody. How are you all doing? Hope your study of Gita is going very well. Today I'm just going to shortly touch base with you to show one of my techniques to revise themes within the Bhagavad Gita. So I'm going to call this video "Have you tabbed your Gita?" So tabbing is just putting a page tab on some of these shlokas. When you go through them, quickly find out what it is about and just make note of that. And let's see some of these things I've done, but I've only done until 13th chapter. When I began this exercise, I didn't find any value in putting the verse names. But later when I went, I thought I would put the verse and the chapter name so that it's stronger in my mind when I memorize the verses. Now I have dharma, I have surrender. I'm not going to go through the verses, but I'm just quickly going through some of these themes I've understood or identified. Who the learned ones are, what is reincarnation, body and soul, body, garment that soul wears, equanimity. I'm just going to randomly pick some weapon, cannot cut the soul. It's all from second chapter. Knowledge makes us full. Yavanartha udapane. My favorite shloka. About people of stabilized wisdom. Sita prajnasyaka. I think Sita prajnasyaka bhasha. When Arjuna asks who are stabilized people, and the answers follow. I said chained reaction. In Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammohat smriti vibhrama, smriti bhramsad, buddhinasho, buddhinashad pranashyati. It's a chain reaction of from anger, delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into material pool. Role of a leader, yad yad acharati shrestha tatte vidaro janah. Bewildered soul, prakrute kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah ahankar vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. He thinks he's doing everything. That's a bewildered soul. Kama plus krodha is a sinful enemy. Kamesha krodesha rajoguna samudbhava mahasano mahapapma vidyenam iha vairinam. Source of all scriptures, imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham avyayam vivasvan manave praha manur ikshvaku abravit. So then he talks about Guru Parampara in the 4th chapter. Devotee and a friend deserves to know, which is what Krishna says to Arjuna, that you deserve to know this highest truth. Incarnate every millennium. That's chapter 4, 6th verse. Even partial surrender. So, I reward. ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तां तथैव भजाम्यहं मम वर्तमान वर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः. 4 varnas, that is chaturvarnyam maya srishta, all from 4th chapter. Way to untangle from karma, namam karmani limpanti name karma pale spruha iti mam yo bhajana bhijanati karma bhir nasa badhyate. Sorry, I cannot look over this camera thing, and the font is pretty small. Living from whatever comes. Yadricha labha santushto dvandvatito vimatsarah sama siddhau asiddhau cha krutvapi na nibadhyate. That is, just live from whatever comes. Yadricha, that is like random, like perchance. That's what we say. Tadvidhi pranipatena, the way to seek knowledge. Pariprashnena sevaya upadekshantite jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. And pure soul never gets bound. Yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijidatma jitendriya sarvabhutatma bhutatma kurvan api na lipyate. So that is 5th chapter and quickly browsing through some of these themes. It's the effort here is, we may not remember everything, we may not remember the chapter or the verses, but you look at something and something intrigues. Now, the taste of water, that's something that I really like. Here it is. 7th chapter, 8th shloka. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashishuryoho pranava sarvavedeshu shabda ke purusham drushu. This is, O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras, and I am the sound in ether and ability in man. So this is something that's always intrigued me. Taste of water. How much thought do we give to that? Because that's the most unique thing. Water doesn't have taste, but taste of water is the only thing that quenches our thirst. If God can decide in something that's like going to jolt us and make us think, that would be taste of water, I would think. Water is such a thing, you are intrigued by it. That's just me. I just write down these things. I go to these themes, and sometimes I would want to revise some things. And as my journey went with this, I started to write the verse numbers too, thinking that that would add more value and I can remember more if I did that. So in 12th chapter, we have envious, non-envious, content, all these things that he says how to get close to him. What are the things that we should develop? And there's a constant theme of equanimity, of course. 12:20, I said God-centric life. He who follows this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engages himself with faith, making me the supreme goal, is very, very dear to me. And Kshetragya Yoga, this is the field and its activities, the knower of the field, understanding the body and its owner. What is real knowledge? And the super soul and its nature of the super soul, who's the master and the enjoyer within this body, who's actual seer, somebody who sees this is the actual seer, illuminator, I said illuminator, and 14, the seed giving father. Sarvayonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantiyaha Tasham Brahma Mahadyonir Aham Bhija Pradapita. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. So as it goes, it just becomes exciting, and you tend to go to those themes like that. Press the tab, go to that theme, read, enjoy. That's the reason for this. And I've dedicated this Gita just to do this exercise. I've been enjoying this. Tabbing Gita is actually extremely helpful in studying, revisiting themes, getting the themes inside of us. As much as we read and just go, sometimes it's not possible for us to memorize the shlokas, but the themes should stay with us, and the reason why we even read Gita is to get its message. So if we get the message in these points and we are able to go back and revise the important points, that makes it a very effective study technique. I hope you loved this share, and have you tabbed your Gita? I'll meet you next time. Until then, Radhe Radhe.